Do we have anything like crazy or strange that other people have told us, like their own theories? No, excellent. This is a great start to the podcast.
Like JFK assassination.
Oh, well, those theories.
What's the theory?
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
That. Whoa.
I love that. That's a huge conspiracy theory, right? We'll keep it small.
We haven't got long enough though.
Please. Okay.
I think the one, like, the theories, like, I always used to see when I was watching, like, documentaries at my dad's house, it was always, like, the alien theories. And they're like, oh, the aliens built the pyramids.
Ancient aliens.
I've heard that on so many.
Yeah, like the X-Files and what.
Like Area 51 sort of.
Yeah.
That's
What's your opinion on these?
Aliens are real.
I think.
Are aliens real?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of on the bandwagon, you know, like all that, those people were trying to raid Area 51 because there's aliens, you know. I was on that bandwagon, I was like...
You went to Area 51?
If I had the money, I would have gone to that event and see if I would have...
I imagine you would be the only person to actually climb the fence.
You're not gonna last long.
Like everyone else stayed on the outside and had like a little alien party, but I reckon you would be the one to actually climb over the fence and run in and halfway through just get shot. Because they're legally allowed to shoot people coming in. Yeah, there was like so many theories, like there was aliens or alien guns
or just some sort of secrecy, like some sort of technology they're not telling the public about.
I believe
the one's a weird one.
You know, like Noah's Ark flood stories.
Yeah.
Well, Noah received instructions from basically like an angel or something like that on a tablet. And to me, like in the modern age, a tablet is a device that has information on it.
So.
And
you know,
the information is
they made it like a stone tablet.
Yeah, not necessarily, but the information for building the ark is accurate, and they can actually build full-scale arcs that can hold.
So probably could have been an alien message.
It's not unique to the Bible.
I don't think an alien came down and gave blueprints to Noah on his Samsung S5.
No one never necessarily had the electronic device. He was given the electronic device. But the flood story is not unique to the Bible. It's across the entire world, and each individual culture have their own story. None of them were connected at the time, so how did they have the same story if they didn't know each other?
It's interesting.
Now, if anyone actually says in the entire universe there isn't another, form of life, they're just
idiots.
Well, it's just impossible to think we're the only.
It's kind of arrogant to think that we're the only life form or intelligent life form.
It doesn't have to be intelligent life.
No.
Like, in our galaxy, there are, I think, 100 million planets and stars.
Yeah.
And
someone can fact check that.
Someone telling me there isn't another life form out there?
No, it's got it. It is my belief that there are aliens out there, but I do not personally believe that we've made contact with them.
No. Well, there's the whole thing, like people saying they see like UFOs in the sky.
I don't think that we've made contact. They probably there is intelligent life form, but they just avoid us at all costs. I reckon it's like
Star Trek.
Yeah, it's an inside joke of the entire universe to avoid Earth.
We are the joke.
Humans disgusting.
We're like a TV show.
They're just watching us on TV.
We are the Truman Show.
Yeah, we're basically in the Truman Show. We're aliens.
Have you ever had the thought that you were on the Truman Show? Like everyone was watching you, cameras.
No.
That's gonna explode.
The director doesn't want me to. The director doesn't want me to tell you this, but this is all. It's all the TV show.
It's fake.
But yeah, imagine if Earth is just a giant TV show for aliens. It's like, oh, we're on season 2022. Oh, this is great. They just like pick a family and watch them for you.
Oh.
That's weird.
It's a bit like Rick and Morty, like when they have that universal. We'll see what they're getting up to on Earth.
Well, it
would be weird.
Morty's mind episode.
If aliens did come down, what would be your like initial reaction?
I'll be like, I kinda probably knew it, but I'll probably just get on with daily life.
You just look up in the sky, see a UFO. I knew it. All right, off to college. I gotta go.
Like Independence Day.
I mean, that depends on what kind of like they are, like warlike people or like.
It probably depends on their intentions as well. Like, if they're just.
I would be more concerned about come to visit, like a holiday. Oh, just go to Earth for a holiday, go back. Oh, but how long you stay? No, only a week. You know.
Years maybe. Like it.
But I would be more worried about what the humans would do, because like we basically shoot and nuke everything we're scared of, and it's like
that's probably what would happen. Right?
Yeah, but what if they come down for peace and our first instinct is to shoot them?
I feel like
we might create a galactic war.
I'd be worried if a UFO just turned up. I'd consider that a threat. If they like broadcast first and say, "Oh, we're coming to visit,"
they would still roll up with tanks and whatnot. And
like Pixels. Like, you know, the film Pixels, when like the video game aliens come down, they're just like, what the hell are these? Immediately start shooting. I mean,
no, it's monsters versus aliens. I come in peace. I mean you no harm. Just to warn you, you will all be dead in the next 24 hours. I repeat, I mean you no harm. You're all gonna die.
Yeah, I feel like most normal people would just wanna. They wouldn't agree to just like killing them off as soon as they arrive. Because they'll want to actually know the truth.
A lot of people would, but a lot of people would just be scared. And I think the biggest thing most people are scared of is change or different. So having a new species on Earth would be terrifying.
Or just like living in our solar system.
Yeah, exactly.
I think a lot of the sci-fi films that we have now is to set us up for preparing our minds to accept aliens.
Like, do you remember?
A certain way.
I think it was. Yeah. I think it was last year. There was that stories in the news about some metal. What was it called? A monolith.
Monolith. Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
In America.
Yeah, like Arizona.
And it was like saying,
it was all over the world. They were all over the world.
And then it moved, and then suddenly it's in like, oh, it's in the UK now, and now it's somewhere else, and everyone was freaking out there was some alien objects. But apparently it's just some sort of like
prank
art.
I think the company sponsored it or something.
Yeah. And then everyone's thinking, oh, you know what that is a reference to? I can't remember what alien movie it was, but it had that in it.
Yeah, 2001 Space Odyssey.
Jess, what do you think about aliens?
It's scary.
I watched the film. Scared me.
They might not be xenomorphs, you know.
They're just a bit. Wow.
Do you think they've ever come?
Yeah.
You stop it.
Riley! Just because I'm talking doesn't mean you need to laugh.
no, it's what he said.
Rude.
Do you think they've ever been to Earth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know when, but I believe so. And then they were like, oh, they're going to be useless, and then they Basically, that's what I mean.
They were going to use us as slaves, and they were like, "These are the most pathetic life forms I've ever seen in my life. It's not worth our time."
joke.
I mean, the Egyptians worship cats, so I mean,
they could be hiding as anything out there.
maybe
No,
not the
what
cats.
was it? There was that Egyptian pharaoh, and he had the elonged head.
That's not just unique to Egypt though, that's across the world in South America as well.
No, there was a thing, and basically they used to. I read about it in history. They used to nail planks of wood to their children's head to elong their head.
Yeah, binding.
In order so their skull would grow, and you got these skulls that look like an alien head.
Yeah.
But nobody, I think it was but nobody knows why, and that's why people said they did it to honor the aliens or the alien masters.
To look like the aliens. Yeah.
But there was this pharaoh, and he had an elonged head, and I remember the story about someone who built like a sarcophagus. Is it? Yeah. For him, and they specifically designed it for him, and then they said, "Oh, whoever can fit in perfectly will get, I don't know, like gold or something." And he was the only one who could fit in, so he went in, and then they sealed it shut, and they chucked him in the river. What's a fun fact? All sarcophaguses all of them can float because they believe they had to float in order to go down the river of the afterlife. I learned about
They can actually float.
Yeah, they had to.
Oh, it's like a stone sarcophagus.
No, Egyptian ones.
Egyptian ones are like.
Well, it must have been like a wooden one, I guess.
Oh, I have questions.
Go on.
So, if aliens came down here, what would you present them with? Like the greatest thing, like the greatest thing from Earth. You have to show them.
Baguette.
Okay.
I give them baguette. This
Pretty
is
good.
our luxury.
I'll get us some Italian food.
You can offer it. The pizza.
Pizza, pasta.
I did Italian friend.
Good egg sausage rolls.
Oh yeah, I'd be in on it. Cup of Yorkshire tea.
Yeah.
Why are we offering them food?
No.
It doesn't have to be.
What's your?
Yeah, but everyone.
That's how fine
Give them a cup of tea.
Yeah, it's what you did. You get a sunner, you can cup of tea.
Welcome to the UK.
Right here,
Cup of tea.
Right here, steak.
Cakes.
Would you like some crumpets? Would you like a croissant? Tea and crumpets.
Have a croissant.
Scone.
Oh, a scone and tea. Jam. No, I would honestly give them a baguette. That is a good food.
They might find it offensive.
To give them a baguette.
I mean,
What? You think I'm hungry? Diabolic.
I don't want food.
You can have baguettes and then the sausage and eggs separate, and if they want, they could have sausage and egg baguette.
Or who? You have to show them like a celebrity. Who do you show them? Elon Musk.
The Rock.
Elon Musk.
If they know,
Elon Musk, communicate.
The Rock.
It's not dry. It's not because he's hungry. We devour.
If you want to scare them, send the Rock. The rest of us.
Just wrestle them. Just beam up.
Amber.
I mean, if you want
Yeah.
who would you show them really though to show how dumb our planet is?
It's anyone off Big Brother.
Just show them you've been framed. Problem solved. Here's the dumbest of humanity. I'll picture of Boris.
Yeah.
Boris.
If you want to come to our planet, you need a brand new blue passport.
Show them Love Island.
Oh my god.
An alien on Love Island.
Just
That
put
would
Molly
be.
May in front of them. That's all you need. If they have the same 24 hours in a day, you know.
Imagine an alien on Love Island.
There's your winner.
How many?
And joining the roster this time, we've also got a xenomorph. Don't want to French kiss that.
Oh no! Don't hold it in the back of your head.
with that? Its tongue is another mouth.
Ew. Just what?
There's every, like, I want to stay a stir, but less away from religions. But every religion and every belief has like afterlife or like past lives.
Jess doesn't like this.
Oh no, this bit I'm fine with. It was the aliens
okay.
I didn't like.
Too scary.
It's getting flashed.
Space in general is terrifying.
Well, it kind of is. But yeah,
Constantly expanding is a no.
I was going to say a fact about space, but I won't now.
No, go on. Go on, say the fact.
Well, to receive a message from the moon.
I'm going
It takes about a second, but if you're going to send like an email or message from Mars, it'll take 20 minutes each direction, so you have to wait 40 minutes for like
A conversation.
That's just my conversations in general. That's just texting normally.
It's alright, we know who's going up in space next then, don't we?
Me.
Anyway,
Jeff Bezos.
No, Markiplier. He's always been talking about going to space.
Approximately Centauri, apparently, if you were to just travel there right now, it would take 6 times longer than the entire age of the Big Bang.
yeah, actually.
If you're travelling at our current speeds,
That's a bit of a long journey. Can we make a few pit stops? No, but yeah. Fun fact, nice Matt.
Yeah.
Do we believe in past lives, future lives, afterlives?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on it? Jess, you've
Okay.
fairly spoken. Go on.
Right.
Yeah, Jess.
But I like witches, paganism, things like that. So it's kind of like, I personally believe like all that's real and like spirits and stuff. Because like different energies and all things like that. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. I don't really have any facts about it, but
Life is like a game.
Life is like
a box of chocolate.
No, it's not. It doesn't melt when it gets too close to the fire.
You were saying life is like a game?
Yeah, well, we have something called string theory and quantum physics, and when we look deeper down, beyond the atom, beyond matter, the universe is pure energy, and within that, there's like a code, and the code actually works like an algorithm for a web browser. So basically, we are living in the internet.
Is this
Matrix.
The Matrix.
Yeah, it's like the Matrix.
So I can upload myself onto online. That would save.
Imagine if the world just so corrupted then though. What would happen to us? Would we just stop?
Server crash. Please reboot.
We'll just stop. We'll just like this.
But we wouldn't know.
Just reboot the system.
Because we're
Are we
in it.
still here? Or
If you use your character in a game and the game crashes, you don't know.
The character game doesn't crash.
and it fixes the
We know.
error.
Yeah.
Is one of us going to just
The
disappear?
universe
what
can
if
be
that's
self-correcting.
What was that? You know, like dreams and they look real, and then you wake up. That was an actual day, and then the server crashed and they had to reboot.
maybe
Deja
that's
vu,
sleep.
Yeah. Could be, yeah.
Thank God.
Deja vu is just when like they refresh
That's like
the
how
page.
you charge
To
it.
save. Save game by resting. You can't rest now, there were monsters there.
You haven't checked under your bed for monsters.
Checkpoint reach.
Well, what's your opinions then on afterlives?
I've always been curious about past lives because
Yeah, like I know there's a conspiracy theory of like birthmarks is where you actually died in your previous life.
I've
For me,
never heard that one.
I've got like a
Yeah.
Have you not heard that?
no, I've got like my birthmarks right on my
I have no
stomach,
heard.
so I
I
feel
have a
like
really tiny one. On
I don't know where
the
mine
side.
is.
I have one on
mine's
my
right there.
on my hand.
So I got mine right in my.
What does that mean then?
I got mine right under
Let's
my.
not go into detail.
What does that mean now? I've just got one in the middle of my hand. Was I nailed on a...
Stigmata.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, no, like
I don't
You
think
keep
so.
bleeding as
Man.
well.
mine's on the side of my ribs, so I could probably just got like stabbed like right here and just had a sword come through my.
I like how your first idea is I had a sword.
Is you got stabbed by like a samurai?
Mine probably didn't.
Yeah, it's a samurai sword.
Mine's like a zigzag. It's like
Zigzag.
somewhere.
Harry Potter.
There. Yeah, I'm Harry Potter.
The girl who lived
The girl
to die.
There's only one person who's managed to survive such a curse. He's in this room. Not his. It's quite...
I remember saying that her theory is like, you know, when you die and people say, "Oh, I see a bright light."
Yeah.
Her theory is that that's the light of the baby coming out of the vagina.
Yeah.
So you're going into.
So
Going into
yeah.
the life.
Going into your new life, and then they said when like babies are born and they like die at birth, that is the person being like brought back to life,
Oh.
like defibrillated,
That's cool.
Ew.
so that the soul got sucked out.
Yeah.
So it's
There's no things like
interesting.
we have like the third eye, and the third eye
I've
is
heard that
actually
before.
a real thing. It's a pineal gland, and the pineal gland is in like the middle of our brain, and it actually has rod and cone cells, which our eyes have to use to process light. So why do we have like an eye in our brain? So when we die, we see the light. That light is actually
Daleks.
within our pineal gland.
Daleks.
That Dalek episode.
Where the eye stalk just comes out of like a human
A
head.
bit.
Oh, that was creepy.
But Descartes said like the pineal gland, the third eye, is to see the soul. So that's how you interact with your cells when you die. You're going into your mind.
Because remember in one episode, the episode about dreams, I can't remember who said this, but one of you said that what happens in your dream is what happened to you in a past life.
Yeah, that was a theory. Yeah. What if
I mean, I don't
your
really-
dreams were you in past lives?
I don't really think one of my dreams would have been me at past life, because in fact I was imagine myself as Wario.
Oh, you never know. Yeah, you never know.
Did you know this Italian guy, Benja?
It's like I thought that's one weird dream. I thought I was Wario. There's like Mario, Luigi, beating up Bowser. I'm like, why am I here?
My
But I don't really think dreams could have been that. But
You never know. You could have been a Slash character and then you got booted off the side.
Because my dreams are the ones I've had are quite intense, let's say.
And if you want to know about Matt's dreams, watch the Dreams episode.
Yeah, watch the Dreams episode.
I can't remember what episode that was.
4. I want to say 4.
Matt's had too many dreams since then, obviously.
I think it's 4.
Might be 3.
Look.
You'll find it. Look and find out.
Yeah.
I was saying as well, the pineal gland is connected to dreams, and when we dream, we're actually, it's our pineal glands activating, and we're basically having an LSD trip.
Interesting.
So LSD as well is. So
What about on the topic of like afterlives and whatnot? What about the supernatural and spirits, ghost stories? Do you have any ghost stories?
Well,
Riley does apparently.
You can go first.
well, there was this one night where it was, I couldn't get to sleep for about an hour when this happened. I was asleep in my room, and then suddenly I hear this really loud static sound in my room.
Right.
Bear in mind, nothing's turned on. And it was like an old TV static sound.
Yeah.
Just like...
Great
That's
commentary.
great impression.
And... Oh my god. At first, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, ghost. It's a poltergeist.
There's a ghost in here.
But yeah, it was just a really violent, like, sound as well.
Right.
And of course, noise travels faster and louder at night. And now I'm probably thinking, oh, it's probably just some old object having a malfunction.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you reckon that was a ghost? Or you
Yeah,
believe
I've
that was a
thought.
ghost?
I've had that as well. Like, I was walking through like a graveyard at like
Why?
a quick way to get to my house from where I was.
Hey guys, I know a shortcut. This is every horror movie cliche.
I was going shopping in Aldi.
Oh, as you do. In a graveyard.
I was at a graveyard. I was walking through it. I was the only one in the graveyard, and it's hot. It's pitch black.
No.
Yes, because no idiot would go to a graveyard to get home.
I heard footsteps. Always felt like they were behind me, but anytime I look around, there's just nothing there. It was pitch black. I mean, the other side of the graveyard, I could see lights, but as soon as I got too close to the lights, no footsteps. But when I get to the darkest areas, there's footsteps, and there's just no one there.
I mean,
just go the long way. Take the long way, mate. I mean, you're pretty much asking for it if you're walking through a graveyard at night after going to Aldi of all places. You got to Aldi, you deserve it, mate.
Closest shop to where I live.
I mean, in my family, I'm probably the one who believes in like the ghost and spirit thing most.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I probably haven't, witnessed something happen yet, but.
But look, go back to maths. Do you remember like what time you were awake when the static went off?
Why?
Because there's a time at night that apparently, like, it's either between 2 and 3 or 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, that, like, the spiritual world and our world.
Is it
opens.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
The witching hour.
Yes. So it opens. And you're not meant to go. If you're awake at that time, you shouldn't go to sleep because they'll try and obviously possess you. So you either got to stay awake or go to sleep before that. So that might be a thing of like someone's trying to get to Matt at like 3 in the morning.
Oh, it could have been like your ears ringing.
Oh yeah, it could be that.
I've got ghosts.
But we're going all crazy in this episode.
I've got ghost stories.
Let's go to ghost story.
My nan's house is 100% haunted. But I don't know, she always like hears thumping, like, thuds and like footsteps. Like she'll hear growls. Like, went round like 2 days ago, I think, and did like, recordings and stuff, and you could hear it. And the weird thing is, okay, you're not going to, this is going to sound stupid, but
go on.
Every time I'm over there, they're not as active. As soon as I leave, they start, throwing stuff, knocking stuff over. But as soon as I turn up, they don't make a single noise.
They're scared of you.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking. No.
Every time I'm like, are you scared?
Quick, back in the closet.
Every time I turn up, they
hide under the bed.
completely stop. And as soon as I leave, they carry on again. I'm just like, this is weird. And then the diner at work.
I just remembered something that happened once.
It's 100% haunted. Literally, every time I'm in there in the morning, there's always thuds. Just coming from like the back where the door is.
No, there was that ghost story at your work.
Yeah.
That someone, like one of the elderly people who came to play every time she died.
Oh yeah.
And then ever since then, there's been like people watching her, and they just think that the elderly woman just haunts the place because she loved it so much.
I was cleaning the grill at work. I think it was last week. And I was like cleaning it, and thinking someone was on like just washing up. I was just there, and I see like this like black figure just go past me. I assume it's them just like quickly walking past me. Like I couldn't be able to tell, but like I thought, oh, it's just them walking past me to put something away. And I look, and they're still over there, and I'm like, did you just go past me? And they were like, no. I fully like saw someone like go past me in the corner of my eye. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh great, I just let a ghost just casually just stroll past. But trust me, that diner is haunted. Like, the thing is, it's like, I'll be there just cleaning something and then it will just bang and I'll just be like, shut up. And then they won't do it again.
Shut up, ghost!
It isn't unnecessary. Like,
Damn it, man, I'm trying to work.
Just they're chilling and all of a sudden it will just be like, boom, boom. I'm just like, go away.
Ghost, I'm trying to clean up. Stop making more mess. Crying aloud.
I just remembered something that happened in level 2. And we're in the theatre.
The loud noise
Yeah.
on the speakers, like this.
We're just playing this game in a circle.
Yeah.
I think
Were there
Sonia
candles?
was at the desk
Right.
near the door, near the entrance.
Yeah.
She didn't say she fiddled with any of the switches or anything, and no one was up in the
Lighting booth.
lighting booth. And then all of a sudden, we just hear this incredibly loud
noise from the speakers. Like, it's one of the like from the projector screen, wasn't it? From like speakers on top of them.
Alright.
Yeah.
It went on for like
Creepy.
A solid few seconds, and yeah.
See, I personally, I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in spirits and like demons and whatnot.
I was going to bring up one sort of.
I don't believe in ghosts.
I do. I'm pretty certain.
Can they not be together? Could demons not be ghosts?
No, yeah, that's why I think. So everyone has a spirit, right?
Like your soul.
So yeah, your soul, your spirit, and when you die, your spirit is taken to the afterlife, where you either go to heaven or hell. That's my beliefs.
What biblical version?
Yeah. Demons, however, they have been around since the dawn of time. They've seen people. They know how they looked. They know where and how they died. They might have even influenced how they died. So it's my belief that they then like take on the body of the ghost, of the spirit, and then act as a ghost, which is why people believe in ghosts, where I believe it's just a demon impersonating someone.
It's more like poltergeist and stuff like that. Would you say poltergeist is
What?
a poltergeist?
Poltergeist?
Yeah. Would you say that's a demon? Or?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, because you can get like
Because
different levels.
demons
of
have been
poltergeist.
known to possess people.
There's
So I
also
don't believe it's
called-
spirits. Or
There's also
ghosts, I
one
believe
called a
it's demons.
succubus.
That's succubus, yeah.
Succubus, yeah.
Sexual.
They drain
Ah.
succubus and incubus.
Incubus, yeah.
Incubus, male. The incubus being the male variant.
Yeah.
They-
Levelance.
So like when you watch like YouTubers that kind of ghosts and demons, like some of them will like categorize them in like different levels, and like it'll be like level 1's just like a normal like ghost, and then like level 2 I think
I don't think there should be levels for that. I think they
But, like,
all
no,
should be
people
able
like-
to say
yeah, but no, like
level.
but it depends, like if it's like a demon or like it could be like a poltergeist. Like ghost and like poltergeist can be done as different things. Like a ghost could be like Casper, but then a poltergeist could be like the lady from the Grudge, comes out the well, like stuff like that.
That's more like a demon.
Yeah, but there's that film, Poltergeist, with the hands on the TV, like that stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like that's different to then say someone like a Casper the Ghost. So, like that's why they level them, like put them on different levels, because their activity and what they can do can be different.
I'd say ghosts is like more like people, like humans that
Yeah.
sort of died and got trapped in this world, whereas demons are actually
I think I've also
like a different
heard-
entity.
Yeah, like ones that possess stuff, like
They
they
can
got a
possess a
doll.
human body
Yeah.
or something,
I
yeah.
also heard that apparently they're sometimes stuck in a loop, so each night or each day they just keep repeating what they've been doing. all the
Yeah,
time,
that
so
routine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so like maybe they don't realize they're dead, and they
Yeah,
think
might.
this like, so they keep doing the same daily routine not knowing they're dead.
Yeah.
That's an interesting theory.
So if you keep hearing like, I don't know, let's say TV switches on in the night.
I just imagine like a ghost just like in
Watching
the night,
TV.
turns on the sport. It's like, oh, it's Saturday, turn on the sports, and then sits in like the chair next to you, and you just see a beer floating, and then it just pours onto the. And you're just there like, you go to switch the channel, and then it switches back.
Oh,
Hey, where do you have beer from?
What's in these beers? How much have I been drinking? My beer's floating.
Don't drink beer, just drink spirits, surely.
why do we talk to ourselves when we know we're alone?
No, that's an interesting question. 'Cause I do that.
Training, like discipline of the mind.
I normally do it when I'm playing like video games or something. I'm like talk to myself.
Yeah.
Just talk about it.
Yeah,
If you're just alone in the house and you're just like talking out loud.
No, sometimes it's like you're alone in your room and you just start talking aloud.
Or like reading something.
And I know Doctor Who did an episode on that, and it was the fact that you're not alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Why has there not been
I don't know.
an animal that specialises in hiding? Because you wouldn't really know.
Do you do that,
what it
Jess?
is.
When you're alone in a room or something, do you just start talking aloud to yourself for no reason? Yeah. We're asking why.
Why do we do that?
Why do we do that?
I do it because I feel lonely.
the biggest demon of all, loneliness.
But it's kind of like also like a lot of my family do it. Just like even if we're all in the house, they'll talk to themselves, and it's like to like make sense of themselves and what they're doing.
Process of thoughts. Yeah.
Interesting.
I find it slows thoughts down, so if your mind's rushing, you talk, it slows down and you can get better control.
I end up having conversations with myself.
I always do that.
It's
In character, I
Like,
like Lenny and George.
sometimes I'll do that and then just like completely lose track. You know, like I'll just get like just like zone out completely. And, like kind of like this like conversation in my head, like this like world, just like talking to myself, and then I'm just like. Then I realise I'm like, oh shit, I'm like actually like, you know, just chilling like in my room. I'm like, oh, what the hell am I doing here?
I think it's an actor thing as well. If you're like a player or an actor, you're more.
I end up having like arguments with myself.
Yeah.
Ever heard of shadow people?
Shadow people.
Yes.
I used to see like dark figures in the night, but then when I got closer to them, and then if you stare at them, they'll just get closer and closer. But as soon as you blink, they like restart, and someone's playing the drums noisily. Shut up! We're trying to record.
It's not poltergeist.
It's about new theme song.
Basically, a shadow person is the perception of a patch of shadow as a living humanoid figure and interpreted as the presence of a spirit or other entity by believers in the paranormal supernatural. Now, I was bringing this up because, like you said, I'm pretty sure we've all had experiences where we see like a dark figure just like watching us.
Yeah.
Normally it's in my house.
Shadows,
Yeah.
Small room.
Now, first time. Thank you. First time I experienced this, I was probably like 4, maybe.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get to sleep, and I just look to my left, and at the top left corner of the room I see these 2 shadowy figures moving.
Just like what, looking down at you?
Yeah, just like also had like they were moving as if they were also talking to each other. They didn't look like any of the clothing I could see in the room. I did look around to see like what they were, but none of it was matching. And like I remember they always looked like they were wearing like these long coats, and they looked quite beakish. They had like sort of beakish face.
Oh, is it like a medieval doctor's mask? Or
Yeah, probably.
Like that.
Interesting.
Would you try and go to a haunted building?
Yeah, I do.
I've been wanting to go to a haunted house for ages, like a proper legit like
Which is stupid because like you're the most you're the one who's gonna get most afraid.
I know, but it's gonna be funny.
You can't go up at spoons. to ask them for your audio. You need to do it on your phone.
Hey, let me defend my case. Listen,
Okay.
there's a difference between...
I can't be embarrassed if they're dead.
Exactly! That's my point. They're ghosts. I won't technically be able to see them. They won't be alive, they can't judge me. Whereas
They can judge you. They can judge you.
Yeah, but they won't like properly speak to me. But if I order something at spoons like in the bar or something, I have to engage in conversation with a human, and then they judge me, and that's just too much. I'd rather deal with a ghost where I could just get a vacuum and suck it up, and then
A vacuum cleaner. What is this, Luigi's Mansion?
But I can't exactly get a vacuum and suck up a human, can I?
I mean,
No, Matt, you can't.
You can try.
Suck them off
That's what
Depends how big.
Podcast.
Depends how big the vacuum cleaner is.
Yeah, but I'd rather.
You're more afraid of real human beings
Than I am of a ghost,
than
yes.
the dead.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Dead,
yeah, real things are probably scary
dead
than
can't hurt you.
Things you can't see. Like,
Actually,
that was the thing.
the thought of going to like knowing woods, I would
as
find
bad.
just getting lost or just
worrying. More worrying
just
than
some crazy
counter ghosts.
person scarier than just like ghost because
Ooh, the branch moved. Ooh, that's the wind.
So I was my day off.
You know when like horror films with ghosts, like when they like typically like close the door and like it can't like you can't really open it and you try and like bang it up. That actually happened to my dad and my sister when they were younger. So they were living in their house and my sister, I think she was in her room, and like they had like obviously like experiences with ghosts and all that. Like they thought like this demon was like with them, and basically there was this one time that my sister, my auntie, is it? Yeah, was in her room, and the door just shut immediately, and she started screaming because there was something in there with her, and my dad and my other uncle just stormed up there and tried to open the door. Obviously it wouldn't open, and they were like banging on it, like trying to get it open. It just wouldn't open. And bear in mind, my dad is strong as fuck. So if he can open it,
he opened the pickle jar. Let's try.
But yeah, like they proper tried to like break the door open. It just wouldn't budge. And from what I was told, that sounds fucking terrifying. But yeah, fun little ghost story.
also lots of people in our course in like level 2 and level 3 would always like say, oh, got a ghost in my house or something.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why do ghosts always stay in the attic or the basement? Like, come on. Come upstairs.
They're
We've
always
got a
like-
gaming room.
And
They're
people die
always
everywhere.
like
so
really,
that's
really old
good.
as well. They're not like from 2007. And things like that. Like this Britney bitch or something like that. Like, they're always like from the 1800s. And they're like,
You just
died
ghost-
from influenza and
This
shit like
Victorian
that.
ghost.
Yeah. Like why people who've died like nowadays would be hilarious as ghosts.
Ghost just walks up to you. What are those?
Yeah.
Man, that's really old. Sorry, I died in 2014, man.
Well,
I died when the trend died.
Find
I
people.
died with the trend. The trend died because of me.
But it's like one of the people from
Volunteer
Vine that
wonders
we're-
with
welcome
me.
to Chili's
Yeah.
Vine. He's actually dead. So what if he was like haunting someone saying welcome to Chili's and he's
Hi,
like
welcome to
actually
Chili's.
dead? Like, that'd be terrifying. I'd find that more terrifying than the 1800s because I'd be like, well, you're so old. Like I don't give a
The ghosts, they're sending us a message. What is it? Welcome to Target.
It's my first day, don't you make fun of me.
Really, like,
Kind of reminds me of The Shining. There's a
Shining.
barman in The Shining ghost. Well, most of the staff are ghosts.
I haven't seen The Shining.
The original.
I've only seen The Simpsons.
I've seen
I've just seen The Simpsons.
I've seen the Ready Player One
I've seen The Simpsons.
oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen the Ready Player one.
Yeah.
version.
They did a scene from it, almost like they went to this like a level. It was.
No, they went to the cinema and
Oh, was
one
it?
of the
The movie was-
creators' first day was to go see a film which was The Shining.
Oh yeah.
So they had to like find the girl that he went on the date with.
Man, we should
in
really
The
do one on
Shining.
movies.
Do you remember the Charlie Trench?
Yes.
Oh, Charlie. No,
I remember doing that
I
in
did that in the library at secondary
Yeah,
school.
oh,
You
God,
draw the
loved it.
lines,
Yeah.
yes,
And
no.
the two pencils on top of each other, and you just
The
wait.
hardest thing was trying to balance it,
yeah.
and then someone would come along,
Yeah.
knock the table, and the
Oh.
pen. I just
Never
remember
would try to do
going,
it.
Charlie, are you there? And just like below on the
It was just like promotion for a film. Like the whole Charlie Challenge was just like some promotional thing for like a horror film that came out.
Really?
Yeah, that's all it was for. I can't remember what it was for.
Nobody even knew.
But-
No one knows the film.
I can't remember what the film was yet, but I found out
That's actually a
like
pretty
the
good
whole
way to
trend
promote it.
was just based off some just promotion that they made up the game and then use it as a way to get published. I think they do in the film.
No, that's a pretty inventive way
Yeah.
to promote a film.
Yeah, well,
Remember it.
What about tarot cards?
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
yeah. There's a lot behind tarot cards.
Tarot cards can be
Yeah.
learned.
What's tarot cards?
Tarot
Explain
cards,
it.
like they're
They're
like
like
It's original playing cards.
yeah, they kind of like they all have, each one has a different meaning. So like one's called the Lovers, and then that would be like what does.
Yes.
She does have them. So like one's got death, so
that's like
you'll
fortune.
die.
Fortune.
Oh.
telling.
Yeah,
look, and then they're like numbered from like 0 through to
So fortune telling.
yeah.
yeah.
that's it.
So normally
Yeah, it's
0
like
is
the
like
same
the
as playing cards.
0 is like the Fool, which means you can be. It's like the Fool is like you can be whatever you want and like grow from however you want. But like if other tarot cards like set destiny sort of.
For me personally, fortune telling is in the same category as star signs and fortune cookies. So for me personally,
Bollocks.
fortune telling is the same as
Did you
star
just
telling
call it all
and
bollocks?
No, I'm not saying, but like I'm like
fortune cookies.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah, it's like a luck thing.
they're like there's just
Cards.
so like vague in order to make you
Horoscopes, yeah.
believe it. It just seems like it's so fake to me. To me personally, I don't believe it. If you want to believe
But
it, you
that's
can.
kind of like the point of them. Is they're so vague that they kind of like
Yeah, exactly.
push you towards what you actually want to do.
Yeah, but if I went out
That's
to
like-
you and I went, I can see your future. You are going to have great things happen to you. You know, you're like that's so
You want
vague.
to
I could
believe.
say
It's
that.
kind of like
So,
manifesting.
Exactly. So now every good thing that happens to you, whether you
Yeah.
earned it or someone
Okay.
gave it to you, you're not thinking, oh, they are such a kind person. You're thinking that fortune teller was real.
Yeah.
You know, but it was like so vague to begin with. And personally, I don't think it's. But that's my opinion.
I was just gonna find what with star signs. I was gonna like.
Oh,
bring
no.
up
Star
what
signs,
each-
I personally think are a lot more true
I don't.
because
No.
but the
No,
thing is
I
that
don't.
but the thing the moon controls the earth and like oceans and things like that. So why doesn't it determine how we are as people? Because
Like,
we're
that's-
like 70% water
You're-
and it controls the ocean. So like
yes, but yes, you realise.
there is a point to that.
Yeah.
So wait, that's what star signs believe. The moon controls
So star
every
signs
human
are based-
being on the planet.
Star signs are based
Is that
off
right?
like when you are born, the time, like where you are in the world, like how the planets are. Like so, basically, I have an app of my star signs. So you have different, like a rising sign is like how you are, like as a person, like your personality. Then you have different ones that are like how emotional you are, or like how you talk about conflict and things like that. But it's all affected by where the placement of the moon is and things like that.
Yeah, like people's main arguments when they're like, when they like people will heavily be like, oh yeah, this is all fake, like they're always their main argument is like, how can two people be the exact same, like, because me and Matt, I think we have the same star sign.
Yeah.
So people's argument would be like, oh, we're like not the same person, but like it's not like the same person. It's more like qualities that people
Yeah.
have, and like it's more that stuff. It's not like we're the
It's
exact
not
same.
like it's more about like the emotional side of it and like the different placements in that way, not like, oh, you were born in October, so you must be moody, like shit like that. That's like the really vague point
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Like I'm born in June and I'm a Cancer, so that means I'm emotional, but it's not actually that.
Horoscopes is quite a modern belief. Like
Yeah.
before horoscopes, there's people actually believed in astrology, like actual
Yeah.
real movements of planets, and that was more
Yeah.
important. And then it's become horoscopes.
The thing with star signs, even if you don't believe with them, other people will assign you one. It's like, oh, I don't
Yeah,
believe in
yeah,
star signs, and then they will go, that means you're Aries or something
Okay.
like that. It's like I don't want to be categorized in this. It's like, well, you're
Yeah.
getting one anyway.
There's one. Libra.
Libra.
Lima.
Hates being alone. So do we all.
Yeah, but that's what I mean by like
Most
That's very
people.
social.
that's just like the vaguest one of like
Yeah.
your birth date. Whereas like
Most people don't like being alone.
no, exactly. So like it has more like properties and things like that. So like for mine, like obviously I was born in June, but it also matters the fact I was born in also the fact I was born in like the middle of the day and things like that. Whereas like a lot of people
You know
just
what
look
time
at
you
the
were born?
horoscope. Yeah.
Scorpio.
I was born at lunchtime. I was really inconvenient.
Really?
Your mom's just like,
mom's
I'm
not gonna work.
hungry, and then
Yeah.
Jess is like,
She's
I'm
like, I'm
hungry
having
too.
Scorpio.
Can you just stay in there?
Called a leather jacket.
Yeah, those
What?
big
There's like a
random
difference.
stuff,
There's
man.
like one with like,
Scorpio. Looks cool in a leather jacket.
Oh, thanks, mate. You know you like me like that. I am Scorpio.
You know, wow. No, I saw like saw something really cool on TikTok. Like,
Sagittarius.
it's like moon related. It's basically like these couples and stuff. Like they find out when they were born and like what the moon was on that night.
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
obviously when it's like not full moon, like you know you get like the shadow across the moon. And sometimes like if it's like a perfect pairing,
They
like huh?
They connect.
Yeah, they literally
That's
connect.
like
Like
Robin Mines connects.
yeah, like I've seen them and I'm like,
Sure, that's sick.
but like I don't know, I haven't found my own. Oh, it's called The Gallows
What?
from the Charlie.
Oh, right, the gallows.
Found it. Some horror film called The Gallows.
Someone can watch that and then tell me how it goes. I'm not really into super. I don't like supernatural horror films. I like more gore, like not gore.
Oh,
like
no, wait,
alien
this
or
is-
monster, like body
Yeah.
horror.
Oh, I think it's the first
Oh,
footage one.
I found my astrology chart thing.
Oh, that's fantastic.
There's two of them.
So basically,
Are we doing
have
this
a-
now?
Apparently.
you have a chart, like a birth chart, and then you have like an ascendant. You have all the planets and where
Are we
they
including
are in.
Pluto?
Yes.
Okay.
All the planets. There's things called there's houses, planets, and the signs.
Houses.
Houses are like
Harry Potter.
the first,
Gryffindor.
second house, fourth.
I'm gonna be Ravenclaw.
I'm a Gryffindor.
Can I be? Can I be? No.
I'm a Hufflepuff. Is that
Technically, I am a Hufflepuff.
But
You're
basically,
a
so your sun determines your ego and identity. Your
Sun.
moon rules your emotions and moods, and then your ascendant is like what you present to people.
Okay.
And then like
Wait. But
Mercury is how you communicate. Venus is what you love, apparently. Mars is your planet of aggression. Jupiter is the social planet. Saturn is also another social planet, but more for responsibility. Uranus is each. I don't know what Uranus is because it doesn't tell me.
I hope you haven't.
And then Pluto. What is it?
It's a
Exactly.
dwarf.
Oh! It rules power, intensity, obsession, and control.
Interesting. Someone's also
Is
playing
that your
like
part?
Salvation Army. On
7 Nation Army.
Yeah.
Are we doing this? No.
You know, there's like Lock Ness Monster. Big
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey.
I have one
wow.
about the forest.
Alright, go on.
The panther.
The panther.
Yeah.
What's the panther? Explain the panther.
I think I've
Black
heard,
Panther.
I think I've heard about
There's
this
a black panther.
There's a
in the forest.
black panther roaming about the forest of Dean.
Apparently.
Is
I've
there?
I've
heard
seen
that.
it. Funny,
You've seen it?
I've seen it.
Where?
I've
is
seen it.
What's his name?
Do you have any photos?
No, because
Well,
I was
they're,
like 10 and I didn't have a phone.
What particular part of the forest is it?
Minecraft.
Whitecroft, yeah.
Alright, somebody go
But
and
also
find the
my dad has
panther.
seen it on the way to Colford.
Yeah.
And some of my other family have also seen it on the way to Colford as well.
Alright, Colford, the forest of Dean.
It was very
Someone go
early
find
morning,
it,
so-
take a picture,
There's plenty of
send it
animals,
to
right?
us.
Yeah, there's loads.
We want to see this panther.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I have to get out.
Is it the Black Panther or the Pink Panther?
Actually, Black Panther, if you must know. Apparently, it was released there to like control like the amount of animals, but people
What's
don't
the
think
white
it's
bull?
real.
Apparently, there's no such thing as a Black Panther.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Jaguar.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
just- it just
jaguar. Yeah, it's a jaguar.
yeah.
With black fur.
Yeah, like Panther's
It's like
name
all
for like
females,
all like most big cats, and then there's a genetic something that
It's
causes
a genetic fault in it.
Yeah.
All speaking
And
about black
there's-
fur, yeah.
they
black lions,
have,
black
like-
Yeah.
jaguars,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
So yeah, I found
It's
that
the
was
opposite of
a
like
really-
albinos.
Yes. So there you go. There is one.
Why funny, like, whenever someone, like, takes a
Like-
picture of, like, say, Bigfoot or Lock Ness Monster.
They never get close enough.
No.
It's always blurry.
Exactly.
It's always in like.
It's like, why is it,
Terrible quality.
why are you
Yeah.
going
But
out?
it's just a tree.
There could be like a man in a costume.
In a monkey costume.
Yeah, man in a-
Like, we have, like, cameras that can, like, zoom in, like, 500
Yeah.
miles
But
and
when it
take
comes
a
to pictures of all
crisp
these mythical,
picture.
all these mythical creatures,
Yeah,
it's
they
always a worse
always
quality.
go out on their Nokia bricks. to
Either
take photos.
either blurry, or it's like pitch black at night, so you can
Also-
barely see it.
Yeah,
Also,
it's,
when they start moving, they run away. No, get closer to the beast.
You went out there to hunt for Bigfoot, flipping guy taking a picture of him so we have proof.
I mean, there could be like humanoids that can
Also,
not evoke.
there
I
was
reckon
this,
the legend of Bigfoot came about because there was just like a really hairy guy.
Yeah.
Like, like,
So it could be like that with a Yeti as
6
well.
foot
It's like a-
7, and he was just incredibly hairy, and he just
No,
Because apparently all over the world
Kicked
it's
out.
known with different names. So America it's the
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, yeah.
in America it's called the Sasquatch.
Yeah, Sasquatch.
Yeah.
In I think is it
Like Himalayas.
yeah Himalayas it's called Yeti.
Well, yeah, the is
Come on,
not
Zig.
is Bigfoot and
No.
is Bigfoot and the Yeti
The same.
the abominable snowman, are they the same or are they
Welcome
different?
to the Himalayas.
Exactly.
Ah no, it's level.
Also, in prehistoric times, there was this giant ape creature called what's it called? Is it called Andrewsarchus?
Yeah, with us.
Andrew Suckers.
So I feel like with the Loch Ness, it could be
it was
like a remaining
called,
dinosaur that just didn't get.
That was the most common theory that it was
Gigantopithecus, I think. Yeah.
Gigantopithecus. That's what you think?
Yeah, that was a giant.
Yeah.
primate.
And either people thought they found footprints of that. Basically, it was.
All we know is just Riley in a fur coat messing with it.
The thing is about these.
Estimated about 3 meters, about 9.8 feet tall. So.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just a giant.
Back over to Loch Ness Monster, like you were saying. So, yeah, there were theories
They
that it was like
must
a
have
prehistoric
seen something.
dinosaur.
Yeah, please.
What's
Or an eel.
yeah? What's the one with the long neck? And it's yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Or the underwater.
Yeah, there's like one with like a long neck and
Yeah.
I think they
face.
That's the Loch Ness Monster, isn't it?
Yes,
What,
but
that-
there's a
that-
dinosaur that looked identical
Oh,
to it.
I know what you're about. No, I don't. Yeah,
Google it.
yeah.
Google
I think it is
it.
plesiosaur or something.
Plesiosaur, I think it was. Yeah, but I saw like a documentary on it, and there's these like giant fish that live at the bottom of the Loch Ness.
Yeah.
And they have these like huge hunches. So people, the documentary said that they think they came to the surface, like 3 of them, to create the 3 bumps of the Loch Ness Monster, and that's what people were seeing, because they are actually almost extinct. There's not many of them left. So but they are from like prehistoric times, so
Yeah.
it would fit, and they are absolutely massive.
So I've seen stuff about like, megalodons used to live way back.
Yeah.
Megalodon shark way. People saying that that's still alive as well. Like,
I mean, who knows?
the deepest parts of the ocean are like nowhere we can go.
We know more
The giant
about
sharks.
space
Yeah, the megalodon.
than our actual ocean.
Yeah.
And
I don't.
who knows what's living in the Mariana Trench?
I don't think a megalodon is down in the bottom of the ocean, personally, because most creatures down there,
I mean, it did
have not got any eyes. Like,
Yeah, true.
they have evolved to not have any eyes, and they're also like, they are quite big, but they're quite small and long rather than wide.
We probably also would have seen like whales, like with
down there.
being bitten a
Oh.
fair bit, because they used to have whales.
It's more likely to be like giant squids than
Yeah.
giant sharks.
But we like the Kraken.
Yeah, the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
That's a good point.
Kraken.
Why do you think the Kraken, like, do you reckon the Kraken was just a colossal squid?
Yeah.
Or do you reckon there was actual Kraken?
I thought it was a giant squid.
Yeah.
Squid.
Yeah, but like,
They had
the Kraken is like absolutely huge in the film.
It could be-
I find it funny that the Kraken is a part of Greek and Norse mythology.
So it's, I thought it was more of a recent thing.
No, it is part of like, Zeus, Hades,
Yeah.
Medusa, all that.
Oh right, yeah.
And but there's also been cases of it in Norse mythology, like
Really?
Thor and
Yeah.
Odin,
Yeah.
Vikings. So I find it weird that two different mythologies have the same sort of creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
It's a story.
It's
That,
like, but
they both share.
both like mythology. That like people who believe them were both known for like sailing.
Yeah, it's
ships,
true.
Vikings, yeah.
So they
It might have been.
both came across it and put it into their mythologies. Or
Yeah, but it's weird that they have the same name as well.
But it's things like as well. It's like Atlantis comes from Greek,
Oh, yeah.
and we
Yeah.
know that. So it's potentially Vikings could have picked up culturally from the Greeks.
Atlantis is always a fun one.
Love that film.
What? It's always a great film. I haven't read into it, but is there actual evidence that a city did sink into? Like, is there historical evidence that a city actually sank into the earth, like after an earthquake, or
Well, there's evidence that
was it just a story?
there's evidence that a lot of land is now underwater.
Yeah,
so
that
there's
is
like
obviously
some evidence that there was like people living in
So-
places that are now underwater.
Yeah, but do you reckon?
But there was massive.
I mean,
floods
we
on
could
the-
we could have interpreted it as being like an underwater city of like people who lived under there, but it could either be like a city that's actually sunk, or we just believed like a city was always.
But around like sort of 12,000 years ago, there was actual like massive flooding on the earth. So potentially there could have been quite an advanced civilization, not necessarily like us, but say like the Romans or slightly higher, that have been wiped out.
I remember there was sailors used to catch narwhals and remove their horns, and then when they go to land, they said it was a unicorn horn.
Yeah.
And that's where the legend of the unicorn came from.
Makes sense,
But
yeah.
my theory is like all these mythological creatures, they came from people trying to describe animals from other countries, but of course they didn't know what they were. Like, how would you describe a giraffe without saying it's a giraffe?
Yeah.
Oh, it had the
Makes sense.
body of a lion, but it had long legs.
So, yeah,
and it had
I feel like that,
the
'cause that's
neck
like
of a snake.
Because I know there's like normally like the unicorns opposite
Yeah,
like
that's
the,
a good
the
theory,
bicorn.
yeah,
So people like, what do you think people explaining like goats with like the two horned goats? There's like people think like, oh yeah, it's a horse with two horns.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like exotic animals.
yeah,
no
so
idea.
they don't know what they are, and they're trying to describe them.
Like the goblin shop.
It's like horses, like we think as a common animal, but it's only been in Europe for say 1,000 years. So before that, if we describe a horse as something, this massive animal you can sit on and ride around.
Yeah.
Even that would have been quite an alien concept at the time.
How would you describe that? Oh, it's a horse. How would you describe a horse? Oh, it's like a giant dog with long legs and an elongated snout.
Yeah, it's like a cow that's slim and runs fast.
And you can ride on it. Yeah, so that's where I feel like mythological creatures came from, miscommunication.
Yeah, because we only had our words.
Yeah, exactly.
To
you couldn't take a picture or draw, or you could try to. But you know, like when you try,
as well.
you know, when you like try to draw something from memory and it's never.
Not my drawings.
It's never like the pictures or the real thing. So I reckon, that's where it came from. I reckon.
And also, like, just elaborating the story. Oh, I seen this animal. Like,
It'd be interesting to know where Medusa come from.
I was gonna say, how do you like make up misinterpret Medusa or like a centaur, like half broke, half
that was it. Yeah.
There's actually a
Cthulhu.
There's a theory. So
the hell's Cthulhu?
I'm talking biblical here. Mm-hmm. In the Bible, it says that when the demons were thrown from heaven, they mated with humans, which is where the succubus came from. And they basically, it said from that came giants, and mutant creatures.
Like human-animal hybrids.
Yeah, they think that like centaurs, Medusa, things like that, were humans mating with demons to create all these things. Because Goliath was actually a descendant of a giant, which was a product of a demon and a human. And I think the myth of centaur was a woman being impregnated by a horse. I think that was the legend.
Lovely.
That gave birth to the centaurs.
Wasn't it a goddess? The goddess. The goddess that gave birth to.
I don't know, but that's the mythological, and that's what the Bible says about these mythological creatures and whatnot. But that's my 2 cents. Right, do we have, just to finish off, like something that you cannot prove but 100% believe?
Oh, there are loads of things.
Oh, yes. The reason why Frozen was made
okay.
to cover up Walt Disney's Frozen head or body is up to what people. Well, there's a lot of people people on the internet who agree with this.
All right, let's hear it.
Like the movie was made so people would stop looking on the internet for Walt Disney's Frozen.
What, cryogenically frozen in Disneyland?
Put them in carbonite.
Walt Disney Frozen, so like
cryogenically frozen.
He's like a frozen, like his whole entire body frozen. Like,
so the theory is that Walt Disney himself is frozen,
alive to keep him preserved.
What, under Disneyland?
Disneyland, yeah.
Paris or California or?
Yes, what's so bad about that?
Florida.
What?
Cryogenically frozen.
Yeah.
Like, why is it like, oh god, he's got to make a film to cover up that he's been cryogenically
Because it's
frozen?
not child friendly. And
Or it's
also
Disney.
racist.
I think.
Actually got that in.
Just to casually drop that. I know that there's a fact that to celebrate Walt Disney's birthday, like a group of animators made Walt Disney a porn film of Mickey and Minnie to give to him for his birthday, and he looked at it, laughed, and then fired every animator who had anything to do with the creation of that.
Lovely.
And all the characters they chose them too.
Yeah, because that was like
because they were the only ones they had at the time.
It was like, I didn't know it was that.
Yeah, it was
like,
it was like when it was starting up. I think like maybe after like Snow White or
Willie was like the first one.
Steamboat Willie, yes.
Yeah.
So.
Right, so that's your belief, right?
there are many
Oh, go on.
I've thought about. I can't believe we haven't talked about this
What?
yet. Multiverse theory.
The multiverse.
yeah.
Oh, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
I believe.
Where do we begin, really?
I mean, with me and my verse, I'd be like, we like video games. They're like
Like servers.
our interpretations of like different universes. So I believe like some video games, their like universes actually exist alongside us. We're just you never know of it. Like
I think multiverse theories are fun to think about until you think too deeply, because it's like if the multiverse exists, that means there's a multiverse where the multiverse doesn't exist, which then contradicts the multiverse existing.
Oh damn!
You see my point there? Because if there's a universe where the multiverse doesn't exist, then how can that be possible if the multiverse exists? So it is fun to think about, though. I love like
The universe is so big.
I love thinking about what ifs and what if this happened and like little
Like how
branches in timeline.
Every decision we make creates a new universe.
Parallel universe.
universe.
It's a fun theory to talk about, and I love it.
I think there's a lot behind the multiverse, because if you look at the universe as a computer, then our universe that we exist in could be a server on a computer,
Another computer.
like an MMO.
So is that your one? You think the whole universe is on a computer?
I think the universe is a computer.
The universe is a computer.
Yes.
Where?
We're in it. We are the computer. We are the nodes
So is
in
like
the machine. We are like information
Where's
managers.
the machine? Is it on an alien planet?
We are.
We are the machine.
Yeah, we all are. We're nodes
Is this a
in the
simulation?
machine.
This is
We're just like part of a universal network. So we go through life and we experience like a unique life, and how we process that is our role, our function in the universe
That's interesting.
as a computer part, basically, as a sensory part of the computer.
I am 100% believe in heaven and hell. There's definitely an afterlife. Can't prove it, but yeah.
There's only one way to prove it. I don't really want to find out right now. Let's try it.
What about you, Jess?
My brain is fragmentary,
You don't have any no theories that you believe 100% true.
Not really.
Really?
I'm with Matt on the
Multiverse.
What about the Fermi paradox?
What's the Fermi paradox, Matt?
The Fermi paradox is the conflict between the lack of clear, obvious evidence for extraterrestrial life and various estimates of their existence. So I guess that basically just discuss like, well, where are they, or like.
Our universe is so vast that life, even extremely intelligent and advanced life, way more advanced life, could be out there, and we can never experience it.
Yeah. That's true.
Right, but with multiverse things, do you believe like we're alternate universe though? If we come into contact with like an alternate version of like ourselves, you think like the universe would try and compress us and try like?
As a kid, I believed in a mirror dimension where you could only pass through your reflection, and basically it was you in the mirror dimension. Everything's the same except for your personality. Everything about your personality is completely flipped.
Oh no.
Yes. Yeah. So, like, if you're very confident, then you're in the mirror. You would be, you would be shy, and the only way to get through it is if both you and your reflection realized it was a mirror dimension and pulled one of the other one through. But however, because it's opposites, if one person thinks about the mirror dimension existing, then the other person wouldn't. Because it's completely opposite. Therefore,
I don't believe like if we did travel, but if we could like some far in the future travel through it, I don't think like if we like meet our alternate universe sounds like we can't get in contact with each other, or something like bad will happen. Like
kind of like with time travel, if you disrupt something.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, you know, say in the future, say time travel does exist, and we have the possibility to go back to this moment now, and say, you know, there's some big thing that happens, and would you go back and try to stop it, knowing that obviously the consequences, or would you just let it happen and just like do other stuff with time travel? So I mean, obviously, if time travel exists, I'd want to, you know, use it. And I'm not just going to have it exist and not use it. Like, obviously, yeah, you know, you can use future.
Let's be honest, if time travel existed, the government would find a way to sell it. It'd be like a tourist attraction. And it would be the most expensive, it would be like a theme park ride. It would be the most expensive thing ever.
It'd be like going to space or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Time travel actually does exist. Like, if you go to another planet.
Time dilation.
Technically
gone forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's black holes.
Technically, time travel to the future is possible, but it's not really. It's not really time travel. It's like putting your mind or something on like a pause while the rest of the world fast forwards, and then press and play.
Well, technically,
but like, I think scientists have proven that traveling to the future is possible. However, travelling to the past is impossible. However, it would be interesting to travel to the past.
Yeah, like if we go to a black hole, there's something called time dilation, where the gravity actually distorts time. So if you're there, time will pass slower for you than everyone else. So like you could be there for 10 minutes, and like 100 years is passed by for everyone else. So it's a kind of time travel. Is the film about Matthew McConaughey?
Inception. Not Inception.
Fourth Dimension.
What's that space movie?
Interstellar.
I knew it began with an I. Yeah, they do that. And, like he goes to the planet, and like every minute is like 40 years on Earth.
Yeah, but they were there for like 10 minutes, and the guys pass like like 20 years.
They go to the planet for like 5 minutes. They come back, and it's 25 years. Despite the fact that he's been on a spaceship orbiting the planet. It's still been 25 years for him.
But going back in time is completely different concept. I don't think we can go in time. I think if we go back in time, we create a different timeline because for us to go back in time, we'd have to change the entire universe to actually correct something.
So I reckon possibly it's not going back in time, but you would have to hop into an alternate universe that is back in time. Interesting.
So therefore multiverses would exist.
If you went back in time, where would you go?
Round things out. Where would you go if you could go back in time?
Medieval times, because I just want to see knights.
You want to get the Black Plague.
Tomorrow! I just want to see
You have to think about this, actually.
I just want to see
You want to see knights?
Where? You want to see knights and Robin Hood.
It was very. You go back in time, you realise Robin Hood isn't real and become Robin Hood.
Exactly. I'm going to become Robin Hood.
You're not real in this
I would want to go to like when the Vikings occupied England and stuff.
No, you wouldn't. I've been watching the series Vikings. They went there, killed everybody. And then took half of them as slaves, and then when they got back to the homeland, they killed them all anyway.
Vikings were vicious, like they wrecked shit and just left. They were like, conquered, killed everyone, and then went home and
personally, I would like to go back to biblical times, just to see, like there's always like the whole,
just to see if the whole nativity thing actually happened.
Because like,
was there an angel that came down?
I believe it was real, but like, getting that confirmation
either 80s or 60s, because it just sounds groovy.
60s.
Yeah,
amazing.
Or the Ice Age.
Where would you go?
Egyptian times.
When I was like
when the pyramids started being built.
You would want to watch the pyramids being built, see if the aliens
see if the aliens come down and be like, hello, build these.
Finally, we can find it as hell.
Or the Jurassic period.
I mean,
This was
probably-
Jurassic. But the thing,
Eaten by a
Deal
flipping.
with dinosaurs.
this is
like,
what I
either
Yeah.
There's no plane.
any time when the Vikings were around, or probably like when like Japan was like rising up, like the samurais and
Yeah,
That would be
Yeah.
quite a cool
Yeah.
time period, actually.
so like I like Japanese culture, so I like all my stuff. I like samurais and like ninjas and stuff.
It's like Maples.
But I would love to see when like they were.
Love the Maples.
I would like to see the rise of like samurais and ninja warriors.
Yeah, yeah.
When we were talking about fortune cookies,
Yeah.
sometimes I get ones that are blank. What does that mean?
Whatever you
Your
want.
interpretation.
You write your own.
What's in my picture?
Nothing.
It's blank.
Jess, where would you go if you go anywhere in time? You don't know.
That stuff's
12 hours ago.
scary.
12 hours.
Fucking tell
In
how
bed.
it
I would go back in time
Actually, no, yeah, I'd go
to
back
before this podcast started,
So-
so I wouldn't be a part of it.